flip, so you're looking to sell this. Would there be any kind of strategy that would be different if you're gonna hold this for a long-term passive income type property?
Certainly be a number of different things I would have done differently. I mean, of course, there was some stuff that was pretty bad here. If I was going to hold this as a rental, it really kind of depended on how entrenched that smell was in some of these things. Some of it just had to be pulled out because, again, it's
I was going to cut you off with that session.
Okay. So in general, I would obviously the floorings have had to be done. You know, I will probably end up replacing all these windows in order to sell, not all the windows, but the glass in order to be able to sell at retail, I'm assuming. I wouldn't have changed out the light fixtures. In fact, most of these light fixtures were actually, a couple of them were actually pretty nice, but I just wanted it all to be consistent throughout. I would definitely do things much differently. This one was so bad on flooring it had to be replaced, but actually we chiseled up. Almost all of this was the same tile. Again, long story, but they left it there. That's why there's a transition. There will be a reducer there. But it's really high over there. I may end up having them just jack up out of the laundry room because that transition is really high. But anyway, the tile that was here could have been cleaned and kept and just replaced where there wasn't tile. In general, for me, I don't wow factor rentals. Some people do. They wow them up, try to get top dollar for the rental. I just feel like it takes so long to recoup that investment. Unless I don't borrow money, and so if you're gonna burr it and make it super nice, and then burr it and pull all that out with debt, then you can make it pretty nice because you're gonna extract all that money back out in debt. When I put money into it, it's locked away until I turn around and sell that. So that's the issue with my RV park. I just keep putting tens of thousands of dollars in it, and I won't ever get it back until I sell it because I don't finance, so I'm not borrowing any money on it. So it's the nature of the way I do things. But so I would maybe do it differently than other people would. But I usually do. I did a rental actually right down the street from here that I got subject to, and on that specific deal, like I didn't do hardly anything. Like we did some touch-up paint, cleaned the carpet. And, I mean, it was just very different than what I would do on renovation. So yeah, I usually just try to make it rentable, and that it won't offend anybody. But outside of that, I'm not putting a lot of money into a rental. Unless there's obviously safety issues. Those are the big thing. I mean, if there's any safety issue, that would be handled right away, electrical or whatever the case